Hey guys, I hope you are having a fantabulously awesome day. Starts out with a lot of sanding, that's for sure. So what happened was I had a project in mind that I wanted to do using wooden shutters. I was going to make like this bookcase type coat closet thing for one of my rooms, and I saw a design that I liked, and it had wooden shutters for the doors, and I wanted to do that too. So there's a couple of reasons why I sand down the plastic before I start to put on the coats of paint, and that's because first off, it helps with the adhesion. It gives it more texture, so to speak, so that even once all the coats of paint are applied, it still kind of is a little bit more raised than you would see like plastic normally. I mean, when I decided I was going to use the plastic shutters, I went to the place that carried the plastic shutters, and that place actually had them on sale for half price, or a little bit less than half price, so that was really cool. So most of the applications that I am using to seal the shutter, they're actually adequate enough to be used on something that is going to be going outside. I wanted to give it about maybe about 12 hours. I turned a fan on it and everything, and I like went outside and like went for a walk and stuff. And then when enough time had passed, I just here just go back and just put the coat that I put on the back. I just went ahead and put it on the top really quick. I start with the black Rust-Oleum, and then after doing the Rust-Oleum, basically it's an oil-based paint, and usually I'll give it like, if it's something that I'm working on that I really want to get back to doing, then I will give it maybe 12 or 24 hours maybe to dry. Or sometimes I can speed that up a little bit if I like turn the fan on it. It's hard to say if I even have like a rhyme or reason for how I put the spray paint on. I just kind of just go all over the place. Like, it seems like one color, there's too much of one, or it's not going to work. You can always just like spray paint over it. So it kind of works out the same that way. In the end, after all those coats dry, after the black oil base, the white latex, and all three different types of spray paint, after they all dry, then I come back in and I just sand it down some more. It is actually not as much sanding as I do in the initial stage of the project, because for this I don't want to strip too much of the paint off, but at the same time it's kind of like deeper sanding, because basically I just pick a point that really needs to be sanded. Or what I really try to do is I try to imagine where on whatever I'm antiquing is where it would get damaged or antiqued the quickest. And so normally I usually start sanding in corners first, because that's usually like, if you know, if you're moving, you set like a frame down or something like that, I mean usually the corners are what gets messed up first. So I do that. I went ahead and just tore off a really tiny strip of sandpaper and just kind of folded it up as small as I could and still be able to hold it, and just like went into the corners. And I always use like a coarse sandpaper when I do stuff like that. After all the sanding and everything was all done, I went ahead and I sealed it with an oil-based polyurethane translucent sealant. It's just, I like to see the shine in it, and it preserves the work that I've done. Thanks for watching my video today, guys. If you enjoyed it, put a nail in that like button. Feel free to leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe.